Hello guys, and in today's video we are going to start with the Hubs Blender add-on installation. So first of all, what does the Hubs Blender add-on does that we will be actually learning in the future videos, but let's focus on the main thing today is about installing the Hubs Blender add-on. So here we have opened a fresh Blender file here, which is a very new Blender file which comes with the default this is the scene that comes by default. We don't have anything concerned with the scene. We'll just switch to edit. But yeah, we can select any one object here, and in the left side you can switch to object properties and make sure to collapse all this so that you can actually see the difference of what difference the Hubs Blender add-on brings for you. We'll go to edit, preferences, add-ons. Okay, on the left side you will be able to see add-ons, and here you have to search for hubs. You can click on refresh, but since this is not a marketplace, that is why we'll not be able to see the results here. We'll have to install it manually. Okay, so here's this link, github.com Mozilla Reality slash hubs blender exporter. So this is the hubs blender exporter add-on that we were talking about. You can see the installation instructions, and it gives the release. It tells to check the latest release. So you can check on the release, which is also visible on the left side, and it brings us to this page where we can see the past releases as well. We'll be going with the latest release, which is version 1.3.0. Click on the add-on hubs zip. You get the add-on zip. Okay, so this is the second time I'm installing it. So I see it again. Now, getting back to your Blender and the add-ons option, click on install, locate the place where you have downloaded it, and make sure to not download it in downloads folder. Make sure to create a separate folder where you will be keeping all these add-ons for yourself. So for now, this is the latest one that I've downloaded. Click on install add-on, and I can see that here there is generic hubs blender add-on. Now as I check it, okay, so there is some warning here. In most cases, as you close and reopen Blender, this warnings go for you. So I will be doing that. So I have reopened Blender, and in the add-ons I will search hubs again and check it on. So now I have this add-on installed, and as I told that we'll be keeping an eye on the left side of the properties panel. So I think again some. All right, so as you can see here, it's bit tiny here, but I can try to show you. You can see the hubs add component feature here. So if I disable it, the option goes away. And if I enable the add-on again, the option shows up here. So if I click on add component, I can see all the components that uh, make hubs the way hubs work. So for example, everything starts with a waypoint. So you can add a waypoint, you can change its properties, like you can use it as a spawn point, you can make it occupied, clickable, or anything. And as you hover on the options mostly, you will always see the reason what this points to. For example, the disable teleporting says that avatars will not be able to teleport while occupying this waypoint. So, these are several things that we'll be learning and coming across. So, all right, this was the simple way to install the Hubs add-on. Now, there is a more complex but a way if you want to in future develop the add-ons as well. If you want to do some Python coding and uh, make changes to your add-on to use it in your custom code and client, you can follow the other path to install the add-on. For now, I will be clicking on the remove to remove it. So I've removed it successfully, and I will go back, and instead of the IO hubs addon.zip, I will download the source code. Either I can download this source code to get this one, but I would recommend that you should go to the repo, and from here you can click on the blue button, or for some people this is a green button. If I try to open it in incognito, it's a green button where you can click on download zip. Okay, so for now I will be simply going with the download zip. You can also follow the git clone. uh, at this URL you can clone it to your repo. Okay, so for now I just download the zip for the time being, and here I have actually created a folder called hubs where I will be deleting everything, and the latest one that I have downloaded I will keep it here. I will unzip it. Going back to Blender, I will add the script directories. There are several options here. We don't need to change any other options. From the script directories, just click on the script directories, all projects, hubs, and the actual repo that you have. So inside this, we have several folders, but we have already pointed out to the main folder, and you can see the name is showing up here for the folder. You can go back, you can search for hubs. If it doesn't show up, you can click on refresh and then enable it. So as I told again that this issues they sometimes come up, but you can always fix those issues by restarting Blender. So I go to edit preferences and go back to add-ons. And since in the file paths the script is already here, we'll have to search for hubs here and enable it. So now it got enabled, and we can see the behavior here that the add component is also showing. Okay. So alright guys, this was up for the part 1. In part 2, we are going to use the scene debugger and understand how we can use the scene debugger to directly uh, see the updates in real time. Okay. And the main purpose of the hubs add-on is to create scene and export those scenes as GLB. So for example, if I add a plane, and the plane we need several things, but for now let us go with only this thing, and I export it as GLB. Let's say it's called untitled.glb. I will keep it in the downloads folder. So I have this untitled.glb downloaded, and I switch back to my hubs.mozilla.com/spoke, and I go to the projects. So here you can see that all these files that I've created, they don't have GLB on the top. They are like normal files which are published via Spoke. But here I click on new project, and I click on import from Blender. Okay. And I name it, let's say, test blend file. I will have to select a thumbnail. So let's say in my downloads, I should have something which I recently downloaded. Yeah, so it's named Pixels. Okay, so this is the thumbnail that I'm using it. And here I will have to select the scene model, or I can simply drag and drop it. So yeah, I think I will have to select it because untitled.glb. Okay, it's modified today. So I will open it and I will publish it. Okay, this one actually got deselected from me, so I will have to reselect. And so after successfully publishing, this scene is published and I can create a room and do several other things. But this lacks so many things, like the lightings aren't there in the scene and so many other things that we need to add to enhance the user's experience. So, so as you see, our project got created and we can see the GLB icon here, or the tag GLB tag here, which are not there in the other files, but only in this file the GLB tag shows up. So, alright guys, thank you. See